Long ago, in the ancient kingdom of Darnath, there ruled a king named Valdros the Black. He was a man of great ambition, but his greed knew no bounds. Though his kingdom was prosperous, he wanted more land, more power, and immortality itself. But fate had different plans, for his name would be remembered not as a great ruler, but as a cursed soul doomed for eternity. The Pact of Shadows. One stormy night, after a series of humiliating defeats in battle, Valdros sat in his throne room, surrounded by his most trusted advisors. "I will not pay a failure," he growled. "If the gods will not grant me victory, I shall seek power elsewhere." That night, Valdros performed a forbidden ritual, when he had learned from ancient tattered scrolls, stolen from the ruins of a long-forgotten civilization. In the depths of his castle, beneath the dungeons, he grew a sigil of blood and whispered the incantation. The air grew thick with the stench of sulfur, and the torches dimmed. Then, from the darkness, a voice spoke. "King Valdros, do you seek power beyond mortal means?" A figure emerged, a shadowy entity with burning eyes, its form shifting like smoke and flame. It was Azrathos, a demon of the ancient abyss. "I seek dominion over all," Valdros declared, his eyes gleaming with hunger. "I want my enemies crushed beneath my feet. I want eternal life. Give me what I desire, and I will serve you." Azrathos chuckled. "You ask for much, mortal, but I will grant your wish for a price." The demon stretched out a clawed hand, and a contract written in blood appeared. "Sign, and your enemies will fall, that your body will never wither. But beware, every soul you take shall feed the abyss, and when the blood toll is paid, your fate shall be sealed." Without hesitation, Valdros signed the contract with his own blood. The moment the ink dried, a dark force surged through him. His body became stronger, his wounds vanished, and his eyes gleamed with an unnatural red glow. The rise of a tyrant. With his newfound power, Valdros rode into battle, and none could stand against him. His army crushed kingdoms, his enemies fled in terror, and even nature seemed to bow before him. No sword could pierce his flesh, and no disease could touch him. But with each battle his hunger grew. The contract demanded blood, and Valdros was eager to satisfy its thirst. He ordered entire villages to be slaughtered, sacrificing thousands in the name of conquest. The rivers of Darnath, Ramred, and whispers of his dark power spread across the lands. The price of immortality. Years passed, but Valdros did not age. His kingdom grew vast, but fear gripped its people. Shadows clung to his palace, and at night the air was filled with the screams of unseen souls. His soldiers whispered that their king no longer slept, that he no longer ate. The more he fed the contract, the less human he became. Then one night a great eclipse darkened the sky, and a terrible storm raged over Darnath. As the thunder roared, Azrathos returned. The blood toll is paid. "King Valdros," the demon hissed, "now you are mine." Valdros, in his arrogance, laughed. "You think you can take me? I have slain gods on the battlefield. I am eternal." But as he spoke, his body convulsed, his veins turned black, his skin cracked, and his soul began to wither from within. He clutched his throat as a dark mist poured from his mouth, his very essence being drained. The walls of his castle trembled, and the spirits of those he had slain rose from the abyss, their wails filling the night. As the demon laughed, Valdros' body twisted into a monstrous form. His skin charred, his eyes burned like embers, and his voice became a guttural shriek. His kingdom, once mighty, fell into chaos as the ground split apart and hellish creatures crawled from the depths. The people of Darnath fled as the once great city was swallowed by darkness. The castle crumbled, and in its place a blackened ruin stood a cursed monument to a king who sought too much. The eternal curse. Legends say that even now, deep within the ruins of Dornath, the spirit of Valdros remains trapped between life and death. Only for release travelers who dare approach the forsaken land. Hear his whispers in the wind, warning them of the price of greed. But none who enter ever return, for the pact of a devil is never truly broken, only delayed.